6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cards up.
And here we are.
Ah, interesting.
Wow.
It's really calming and peaceful here. I have a feeling about that.
Yes, this place just seems to have that effect. It really does help to relax and focus. And quite literally, you can see the mana, those little particles. It feels rejuvenating in a sense, I guess.
Let's check it
I'm
out.
glad I could show it to you. I'm glad I could show it to you guys.
Yeah, it seems nice.
Oh, thanks. It's really impressive.
Oh, yeah, we gotta be careful with the rocks here.
Here. At the same time, I do have a feeling of uneasiness. Just slightly.
Because it's a new place, right?
Yeah.
Escape just comes through the portal.
Escape?
Whoa.
I thought he was asleep.
He was? Askea, come here. Askea. We saw you. Come on. You're not in trouble. Just please come here.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. What? Askea, I thought you were asleep.
I was until I just heard a noise. Then I saw this portal and saw you go through it, and well, here I am. Ready for the next adventure.
Askea, you're in your pajamas.
Cause has nothing to do with anything involving adventure.
Not very protective if this was an adventure, but it isn't. It's just training.
Kind of foggy here.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's just...
I can't really see beyond this area.
It's alright. I can lead the way. I think it's something like a little bit of a protective barrier just in case. Although nothing has happened, so...
Hey.
Oh, Kotsu, hold on, okay?
Where'd he go? Oh, he's only...
He already went... Well, he's a spirit. I'm pretty sure you can see through that. Okay, hold my hand, alright? Okay. You should be going back to bed, but if you're gonna be here, just try to relax, alright? This place should help be okay. But... Okay, come on. I'll walk you through it. There's the fog.
Alright.
There we go.
This is pretty.
Wow, that's an understatement. Incredible trees. Grass.
Let's go of his hand. This is a safe place.
This isn't...
You'll be okay here. Just don't get too crazy, alright?
Oh, man.
I feel it, how do I say, powerful?
It's the place.
This is...
It actually... It helps rejuvenate a person's mana, while also keeping them
Rejuvenate
relaxed.
mana?
By the way,
focused.
Before I forget, would you be interested in coming to my birthday in September?
You see the dots in the air floating about? That's the mana.
Wow.
It's so strong here.
Yeah, I would,
It's on its own.
I would like to go. Yeah.
Yep, it'll be on the 17th. I don't know the time yet, but
Just
Hatters
call
hosting
Vanna.
it. So they'll
It
probably
just bursts
tell
out
you.
a little sparkle,
Interesting.
and it feels like a little energy burst.
Well then.
Not painful. You would also see that she's holding a picnic basket.
I don't know if I can go up here.
All right.
Wait, I can go up these
Oh,
trees.
the
Oh well.
trees can be.
Well, it's gonna have to take a bit more practice. Sorry, cat trees, whatever. Anyways, we should go to an area where we can settle a good spot to train.
Usually, well, I don't know exactly the type of training you're going to have me be doing, but usually when I meditate, I sit over by the small pond over there.
We can
I find
start
it
with that.
relaxing.
We can start with that.
Okay. And
The others are welcome to join in meditation. So,
Okay.
so where's it at?
oh, just ahead.
Oh boy. I've only read about mana-rich areas, but never seen it.
Angelo said he found this place a long time ago, but didn't really have a reason to come back as it was already peaceful and he didn't want to disturb it. But he decided to show it to me because
Whoa.
he said this was like a description of the best way he could say is how I appear to him, or how he sees me.
Okay then. All right, this is a good
Yeah.
area. Nice lake. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Usually I sit up on the rock there. I put down some blankets and just, or some pillows too, and just meditate.
All right.
Or if that's not preferable, you could sit in the grass, I guess.
I mean, whatever's
I mean-
comfortable. That's what meditation is about. I'll be in the grass myself. In the shade. That's the right idea. Just meditate for just a couple of minutes.
Okay. She take the picnic basket and place it onto the rock there to keep it safe.
So yeah, I would just put my duffel bags up there. I'm not sure what else I told about
Yeah,
that, but anyways.
I don't mind sitting in the grass.
It's whatever's
It is
comfortable.
actually quite soft, surprisingly.
Yes. All right. So where's Kotsu? Oh, there you go. So we didn't forget about him.
Kotsu, move a little closer, okay? There we go.
Oh boy. Meditation here would be really, really fantastic on regenerating your mana. Are we all good on the meditation part?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Through my
Yes.
meditation, my connection with the land is rather powerful here. Still a small caveat. Connecting to the spirits around us. A bit like visiting a stranger next door. It's not too bad. They're welcoming me. They're welcoming. I want to be able to do what I can here. Nice. Well, because for this next part, if you don't mind, we can do the magical measurement. I brought
All
my
right.
magical item. If anyone wants to measure their magic, they are allowed to as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just one at a time so we all don't explode it. So, yes. He goes over to his duffel bag. Oh, zips it open, reaches in. You see like a purplish clear orb with like ruins sort of like inscribed on the outside, and it looks like when you look inside the orb, it looks like there's like a second orb, but there's not. Like an orb in an orb that's purplish. Inscriptions all over it. So, yes, let's go to the other side of this lake, because the overhang of the trees will interfere.
Oh. All right.
So this is the item you requested, Angel. I got it from Edward for a how much was it? Seven? I can't remember. $300. Something ridiculously cheap. So yes, how it works is rather
This
simple
sounds.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
You place your hand on it, try to flow some mana around yourself or into the object, and well, it's hard to describe it actually.
Are we trying to light it up in a sense, or like how will we know it's an orb? How will we know exactly what it will say about us? Does it speak or
An aura would
project
no, an
something?
aura would appear around you,
Oh,
either really big, really
okay.
small, so you can see generally how much magic you have compared to the average person, which would be like just a flicker, like a firefly.
All right. And it will show everything or just in
Everything.
the. Okay.
Probably used by the high elves, those guys. Pretty cool stuff. So, alright. You guys might want to stand back for me because this shit's crazy. Because I measured myself and it's quite a bit.
Escape, come on.
Okay.
I hold the orb out.
How far back you want us to?
I place my hand on it. You just see me flow magic into it.
Oh,
So,
Hmm.
how's it look?
it's quite large.
More than a firefly, I
It's
would
like
think.
Yeah.
more like a bonfire.
Hmm. That's about a
Or
good.
you go Ultra Instinct.
I don't know what that means, but I'm around 80 times more powerful than the average human when it comes to their magical powers. And that's all of it.
Hmm.
It kind of helps that I'm here, but, connection with the land, with nature is how I grant my power. So, yeah, around 80 times more. So, how about you, Kotsu?
Okay. I don't really think I have much magic, though. Just touch it.
Yeah, like out of character, just see how big your aura is. So yeah, just do exactly what I say. Just put your hand on it, try to flow either magic around you or into it. If not, I'll help you if you can't do it.
It'll just be about average, pretty much.
Like an average mage, you mean?
Yeah, it's somewhere in that range.
Yeah, there would just be like a thin aura around you. Oh, not bad, Kotu. It seems like your magic is not too weak, not too strong, but would consider it an average mage. So yeah, you're very promising.
Okay.
How about you, little guy? This is good. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, let me just go down here. Like just what I said.
She just touches it and just pours some mana in there, and you just see like a small fire around him, like just covering his body.
Oh, not bad. Bigger than Kotu's. Well above average mage. That's very concerning, but not bad, kid. So, do you want to do this now, Angel, or later? It's up to you.
Well, I might as well. You've already done it. Sounds like peer pressure.
No, it's not. I just said you could do it later. So like.
No, I mean the way I phrased it. I'm just not too sure, but I'll try. Although, out of character, quick question: does this unlock anything, or just shows what's available at the moment?
Shows what's available, like all of it. It doesn't unlock anything. It shows. What I was told, it shows even your seals or whatever. I don't know what that is. It shows everything, but it's really up to you if it really does show it. Because I'm not sure how powerful those are. If it's like some sort of god seals, like I don't know. So like something weaker than that.
Nothing like that, but
Okay.
you know, my character, she has 3 blocked large portions of mana in her body she needs to earn to unlock, but her body is still surging with mana already. So I'm just wondering if it's going to unlock those ports.
No, it's not going to
or
unlock
will they
it.
just
It'll
not
just show.
count? Okay.
It will show what you currently have in your body, even locked away. But
Okay.
as I said, it's up to you. If they're like sealed, like a very powerful seal, like you think it wouldn't actually work, and that's up to you. But it won't unlock anything. It just shows you. It's like a magnifying glass of what your mana it currently is. I had to pay $750 for this, dude.
You said 300.
I don't remember, but anyways, yeah. This is the object that'll show how much magic you currently have in your body.
That's what I'm trying to think from what I've described before. Sorry, this is out of character.
Yeah.
I'm trying to describe what I've described before. What's going on with her mana and everything. I said, darn it. Okay. So then I would say, hesitantly, she would put her hand on the orb, and she would try to charge some mana into it.
So like, even if it's like a stat screen, it'd be like, okay, this is your mana pool. 500 out of 500. As a character, you know, like just like that. Even if it's.
But you didn't say that for the other. You didn't say a stat screen for the others, so why would that be?
I'm just trying to give you an example. It shows you like all your mana you currently have inside you.
Okay. Well, currently versus locked away, that's why I'm confused, but I'll just say in description. So like I said, she would put her hand on the orb, and she would focus some of her eyes would light up, she'd focus some mana into it. And the action, I would say, would be, it would come back onto her body. It would look like an Aurora Borealis kind of aspect, like Northern Lights kind of. It would be not as big as yours, but maybe half of it. going up, and there'd be 3 locked points: mind, heart, and the abdomen. And there would also be some on the edges of the aurora. There would be some, no crap. How to put it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so terrible at this.
I mean, you're fine. Take your time.
No, I don't like taking up too much time. So it would look like she's getting enveloped by the northern lights, about half the height of yours. There would be 3 points on her body that would be more condensed, and they would look like they were locked away. And there would be one point in her head, along inside her mind's area, where there would be a darkness, a darker mana showing itself, but not in an evil way. Just a dark concentration, but it doesn't look bad. It's just odd looking, like why is that there kind of thing, you know?
I see.
But it would gauge it, yeah, and it would probably also show would it notice that the pendant that she's wearing from Angelo it's controlling her mana through her body, so she can help,
It would have a
regulate
visual
it. Would that also?
representation. Yeah, it would have a representation like probably like circuitry
Like
or
a swirling.
something like that. Yeah, it would show that it helps
Okay,
with
so
the
then
mana.
you'd see, yeah, so you'd see that too. So that would be by the chest because of the pendant. So like that. So it would look like it's, how to put it, like she has a lot to deal with, but that she can't fully control it but she can with the pendant. Without it, probably would be dangerous and life-threatening. But with the pendant, it's under control for now. But she's getting a grasp on it, kind of thing. The best way I can describe it for now. Okay, so that all happens. So there you go. So that's all appearing. It's like, how does it look?
Well, it's interesting for sure. Got 3 points here, there, and there, and something very strange. Also, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how to describe that one exactly in the head, but yeah, we'll get to that. Said in the head, right? Like the darkness stuff. That was out of character. It was in the head, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, anyways, interesting. Very interesting looking mana. That's for sure.
Is that good or bad?
Neither. It's fine. It's nothing to worry about. You do have a massive amount of mana. That for sure. I highly suggest mana control, other than what you said the Witcher was doing. Trying to increase your mana pool seems to be completely unnecessary. I highly suggest you learn how to control what you currently have.
Well, in the beginning, my mana was technically, I guess, considerably lower, but then that's why the Witcher wanted to train me to make it stronger. But Angelo kind of found out using his medical tech that there was actually trapped mana in my body.
Yes.
If I repressed, I guess. And he actually unlocked smaller pools, and honestly, it almost killed me. But he was able he saved me. He was able to control it, and then he gave me this pendant, and she would hold it looked like an ice shard, kind of crystal-like pendant. And it's been, among other things, it's been helping me regulate my mana flow. But honestly, I don't want to rely on it forever. I still care about it, of course.
I mean, it's understandable. I guess I have to teach you about magic sooner. too much raw magic is harmful to mortals. That is why we use it in the more refined form, either through ruins or, well, our own magic instead of raw magic from around us. Because I can show you what happens. It's not going to harm me, considering my magic is regulated through this seal. It prevents me from exploding and dying, mostly thanks to Angelo. It's about 10 times more powerful now.
Oh.
I can show you.
I guess.
I just put the hand on the orb, and the orb is like twice the size. And you just see it flailing around, just like causing holes in the ground and like whipping at the air. And you just see the seal just flash. I'm glad I was able to find you in time. A lot of others are pretty proud of a lot of really big mana pools, but uncontrolled, sadly, it can destroy them.
I tend to think I've controlled it so much that I just locked it away, so I guess it's had the reverse effect.
Honestly, that's for the best as of now. In order for a mage to use more powerful magics and more of it, they need to strengthen not only their bodies, their mind, their spirit, and their soul, and even their astral body, in which we pull mana from. So this is going to take some time and work for you to strengthen yourself. To be able to at least access some of it without harming yourself or others, which is slightly more important, in my opinion.
Well, I can access a part of it a little bit, I guess.
Well, there's a difference between having the power to access your magic and having to use it. Certain mages can only access certain amounts of their magic, even though they have a lot. And others, well, okay, let me put it this way. Some people have a lot of magic, but they're not strong enough to be able to access all of it. Some 30%, 40%. And some, when they get stronger, they can, but they try to overdo it, they will, sadly, their physical bodies won't be able to handle the outburst. And either they're damaged themselves magically and they'll never be able to use magic ever again, or explode. Best case scenario, they just drop over dead. So it's very concerning. Sorry, I put it rather bluntly like that. That's why I'm very, very strict about control. But as of now, you're fine. You got the necklace. And seems like you have your magic repressed somehow. Interesting. My magic was pretty much through sheer will and study, my many accomplishments over the years, but even then, compared to most, I'm only above average, I would say. As you did know, I do know the way to manipulate my magic to increase it. It's not exactly the hardest technique in the world, but at the same time, it still has the same effect. If you can't handle it, then same thing. A lot of people try to do that. low magic, weaker magic, and they try to pull in more of it and just end up hurting themselves. Generally to cast a bigger spell or what have you. I guess in time it can teach you how to control your outbursts and only do what you need. Because that only does harm yourself, but it also wastes your own magic. Bit tired. Sorry.
It's all right. Did you want to take a break and have some of the food I made?
Yeah, just a bit. Sorry. Probably like take 5 kind of
No, it's
deal.
okay. It's all right. Constant training is also not as good as no training at all. Come on, guys.
I thought mana was like a muscle.
I don't think it's an actual muscle, but I think you train it like you would a muscle, repetition and all that.
Yes, you do train it like a muscle, but with a muscle they can be sprained or strained. It's like trying to lift a heavy object over your head and you can't physically able to do it. You'll tear your muscles.
Get squished.
Or get squished. Yes. Kaboot.
So I just thinking it would just be Kevin. I didn't make that much, but I think we can split it up well enough. I made 4 sandwiches, so each have 1. They're just they're just peanut butter and jelly. I hope that's okay.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. Reach in the basket with a napkin in her hand. Pick one up, and yeah. Scare?
Nom nom nom.
Sure.
You can think of it as a bedtime snack. Late bedtime snack. And one for you, Kotsu?
Thank you.
Okay. And I'll have the last of course. I did also, I did pack, I guess it's a little silly, but I did pack some juice boxes. In case you got thirsty.
I'll have some later. Thank you.
Okay. Scan, Kotsu, would you want one? It's just,
I wouldn't mind.
It's just mixed fruit juice. I didn't want to
Yes, please.
make it too. Okay. Again, I guess it's lucky I packed 2 extra. I didn't know if how long we'd be here. And for you.
Thank you.
And and one last thing, Kat. You saw what I took out of the fridge, right? That small container. It's just some cut up fruit. I figured it'd be helpful after you did any exercises or any kind of training. Because from what I understand, it helps. I mean, I just thought it'd be nice, anyways.
Yeah, it helps.
almost feels like I packed lunch for a field trip.
You're probably better than most teachers.
And you have any if the boxes or napkins, just you can place them back in the picnic basket. I brought a little bag to collect all the garbage for later.
Except his items. His face.
Yeah.
And just puts
Certainly
them
don't
in a
want to leave.
bag.
Thank you, guys. I don't want to leave any garbage here. That's for sure.
I gotta be honest, Angel. I'm not entirely sure what to do. I've seen this issue a handful of times. I have yet to find a solution.
For an overabundance of mana? Or controlling it?
Controlling it. I mean, you have the necklace. I mean, that's already bad. So
Yes, but like I said, I can't rely on it forever. And to be honest, before I even had the necklace, I was forcing the control myself. I felt that I had to, in order to get by in life. I wasn't born with these powers, like I earned them, I guess.
I wasn't
But
born with these
unfortunately, the
powers either.
place.
The powers were given
Oh,
to
the
me
place
by
right. Mm-hmm.
the magic isn't my own. I mean, you've already have an idea of how it works. Because of Angelo, of course, as I'm referring to.
Yes, I know.
And even though I'm still me, I use it and shape it as I will. Me and him are not the same. They don't work the same. Things are not even similar. And that's the more concerning part. If this isn't about me. This is why I have to be careful and I can't just do whatever I want. Unknown effects, spells, abilities. I have no idea how it's going to affect me. One day I can slip up, really hurt myself, and there'll be no coming back from it. So they really are
I
not far
fear the
enough.
same thing.
God damn it. But anyways.
Here, let's walk around this other side.
Yes. So, as I was saying.
I understand that feeling, Kata. But you were, I guess, gifted or earned?
No. Gifted? Every single day for 6 years, I studied, practiced,
You earned.
fought. I had to open up the spell books, read what I had written, and do the spell as said in order to produce the effect.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have
So
any
you earned your powers.
earned. No.
You
Did I earn?
trained. You just said that.
I did.
Well, if you don't feel that's it, then how do you feel it is with gaining the abilities that Angelo gave you?
It's not
How
even.
did you, in a
It's
sense,
not even.
earn?
It's not even that. That's just. It's par for the course, really. But even and the whole thing with Angela, it's a bit more special. But
Well, the fact is, you trained, you learned, and you still are. These powers were literally thrown at me with no experience in a world where magic is looked down upon. I was born a normal person, and by doing an act of selflessness, I gained these Azamaric abilities. And then I became an instant black sheep in my family. All my friends, I was the monster. I was the freak all of a sudden.
I was already a
I
freak.
didn't know what to do.
I just became even freakier when I got magic, as a way to put it.
Well, I understand.
But I took it
What I'm
seriously, of
saying is,
course. I mean, I could have just done nothing.
well, for me, I didn't have anyone to talk to or anywhere to go to learn magic or to learn from. So I had to force it to stop, to control it so that I wouldn't be targeted. I did try to use it, but it ended up causing more problems than trying to help people. Even trying to help people got me in trouble. People are misunderstanding or ignorant assholes. So I guess I just naturally locked it away in myself.
It's
Didn't
understandable.
want to be. Literally only after going to the crown that first time and getting to meet so many other beings with abilities and
I knew I would
magic
one
so
day.
natural to them.
I knew I would one day meet them even before I came here. I had to think ahead just in case I did run into something like that. Evil or good or
I
bad or need to help them.
Wanting to help a person never changed for me. Powers or not. Eventually I moved away from this negative area and I found a place where I could be accepted. But it's taking a long time to be comfortable with other
That's the
people.
thing. I hate to burst your bubble, but people like us are outcasts.
Not everywhere. Not the city I'm in. Magicals and normal people are able to get along. They accept one another for their differences. I mean, it's not perfect, obviously,
I mean,
but
have you read the
better than
news?
when I came from. Kata, I'm not from Saphira City. I'm from a
Neither am
different
I.
realm entirely.
What the? Oh, okay.
So if you're an ultra version of Earth, I guess is the best way to put it. I thought mine was normal
What
until
the?
I came to the crown and learned there was all these different dimensions and such.
I,
A lot of
oh
similarities, but
boy. I'm from here.
I mean, we're all new to this place in general, this location, of course, but still. Because people assumed I lived in Saphira City because I was able to go to the crown. I don't know why. I never stated I could, or I was. But the news in my area.
I wish I can go
I
to the
try not to
city.
dwell on it.
They're looking for my organization. Fucking robots or whatever. I'm already an outcast in the worst way possible. Feel like I've been like that my whole life. It's really no big deal. It's really not about me or my organization. So, magic.
We come from. I was only going to say we do come from different backgrounds, Kata,
It's
but
not,
we're in the same in the fact that we're trying to control our abilities in different ways.
yeah.
And I appreciate that you're trying to help me.
Sorry about
I do.
that. I'm not as great as you think I am. The spirits grant me powers and abilities, and they just don't say what the hell's going on.
I think I do.
I mean, hell, they don't talk, so I can't really blame them. But I do feel a little strange. Why? Why me? Why allow me to use their power? Why Angel allow me to use his power? It's like I'm like the least deserving of it.
Well, obviously to them, that's not what they see. There must be a purpose and a reason for you to have what you have. You just haven't figured it out yet.
I don't know if I ever will, but at the same time, oh well. In the end, if I'm able to make a slight difference, that's all that matters. But with this kind of power, it does become a slight clause. Let me get into the different types of magic. They fall into three categories. Three main categories, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
The most common you would see is what they call arcane magic. I'm not sure if you know what that would mean. Like magic that
Isn't it like
is from around us and they can
wild?
pull in. No,
Oh, nature.
no, that's different.
Uh,
From the world around us, not really at a specific sort of thing.
oh, all right. Like from the air or just like a general feeling?
Yeah, like the air, but like generated from all around us. Like magic exists pretty much everywhere, right? You can see it in the air.
Here, yes.
Obviously, so it's magic from that.
Mm,
So I guess I should
okay.
explain more about the other kind of magic called divine, which is magic from either a deity or a patron.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like clerics and paladins, and they just pray to an angel or one of their gods, and they give them cool abilities and stuff.
I understand. I
That's what
do.
mine is. Kind of easy to wrap your head
Hmm.
around. So I get mines from nature, which is more all-encompassing than you think. Nature spirits, nature
Okay.
creatures, the fae, the grass, the trees, the water, the air, the
Mm-hmm.
earth, nature.
Yeah.
Divine comes from a specific source. Arcane doesn't. It comes from the world around us.
Mm-hmm.
So, divine casters, I call them, there's a small hitch they have. If their deity or patron gives them power, then, well, it's not for free. It's for a reason, and
Mm.
they most likely have to do stuff, spread their word, or do what they say.
So an exchange is in a sense.
Not an exchange, a worship, a following.
Well, I mean an exchange is in I give you this ability, but you have to do this for me. That kind of thing. And do this can be spread my word, or as you already said.
Generally, yes, but sometimes it's not that direct.
Okay.
So therein lies what I have to do. It's not that clear cut. I can't do what I want.
Mhm.
I have to do what nature intends. What that is exactly, I don't know because I don't say anything, but I've been given hints here or there. So,
Okay.
yeah. And the third,
But then with that,
the psychic people,
I'm sorry.
psionics, psychic mind powers. You don't generally have to worry about it
Mm-hmm.
unless you've seen one or two. So continue.
Not particularly. I was only going to say what you had just said about you don't do what you want, but what is ordered by nature. Then does that mean that you training me was an order?
Oh my gosh, it's not every little thing in your life. Like,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Well, I'm just trying to clarify.
no, I have free will. I'm immortal.
I was kind of confused what one of the instruments were at first.
It's
Uh-huh.
I figured out after a bit it was.
it's hard to explain
I figured out after a bit it was.
I just wanted to
because
be clear, that's all.
because I don't know exactly. That's why it's hard to explain. I just said you do what nature's intents,
Okay.
whatever that is. That's really as I know so far.
I only asked because the way you phrased it made it sound like you're not allowed to do anything unless nature says so.
No, no, no.
So
Oh
that's
my
why I
gosh.
wanted to
If I can
that's
do
why I wanted
anything,
the clarification.
I'll be like, you can't go to Alaska, or like, okay, like no.
No, I was envisioning like, wake up now, go brush your teeth, go get a drink.
I mean, the deities would lose their
Literally
minds.
everything.
I mean, come on.
Okay, I'm sorry. But back to on topic. Psychic
Anyways,
people? Psionic?
yeah, people with psychic powers, espers.
I don't know if I've encountered any people like that at the ground
I
or
have.
in general. Then
I'm not
I
sure
guess
if
I
you would.
haven't
I'm
then.
not sure if you would know them, so I'm not naming names now.
Okay.
So yeah, I forgot to tell you. Divine magic actually falls into more or less two categories, because generally clerics and paladins with the powers of the light are in a separate category than nature, with druids and shamans such as myself. So they're generally lumped together because I get my power from a separate source, such as nature and nature spirits and etc. etc. But I don't have to do what they do. Oh hell no.
Okay. But what about beings that like do dark magic? Is that considered arcane then? Or
Meaning beings
like
like
void magic?
demons or something.
Demons, succubi, what Hatter is in a sense. Like apparently they were from the void. I've heard the void thrown around
Okay,
term
the
before.
void. The void is another thing as well.
So isn't that considered dark magic, or is
No,
it arcane?
it's the void is the absence of everything. It's nothing
Then what about people who come from it though? How can it be nothing if people live there?
because there is something there. you're not gonna get it. And this information is not exactly public.
Uh, okay. I'm just going off of what I've heard, experienced so far.
You can't
I'm
confuse
sorry, this is
demons and
probably off
devils
topic
and
for you.
other innate casters and what they could do with their born. I mean, generally, what magic they pull from. A demon can can use divine magic, and a demon can use arcane magic. That's up to them what they want to do and follow and get their magic from. Can't really
All
confuse
right.
people born with magic from just doing what they can as their race or whatever they can with.
That's not what I.
I
That's not
mean,
what I was intending.
oh, you
That's
mean
not what I
void?
meant.
I know you talked about like the void itself is not really a category of magic. It's nothing. Like
It's
not
not
anti.
considered a category.
It's a category, but it's not like those other two. It's more like an element, really, like fire is the void element they would call it. It's
Okay.
different type of category of magic, even though it's not magic, it's nothing. So people can do void abilities. It's really hard to
Okay,
explain
so then
void
void is
considering
different from dark magic then? Because I know there is something as dark magic, isn't there?
dark magic is more of a catch-all term of a specific type of magic. Shadow magic, necromancy. Like I mean, I can go through the list of different types, but generally, it everyone has their own iteration of it. Dark magic would be
Okay.
shadows and curses, anything considered less than.
Evil.
It's not inherently evil, no.
Negative.
Negative, yes.
Okay. Uh, all right. Um, and where do we go on from here?
Uh, I guess I can talk about the other people who don't really use magic. But more like magic inside themselves instead of from the outside. Like martial artists, ninjas, using ki. Ever heard of like the Buddhist palm and those people who can like karate chop a rock? Kind
Yes,
of,
but I've
yeah.
not met one directly.
I mean, you probably have.
If I have, they've never brought it up.
Generally, you would be able to notice it when you notice they're able to like amplify themselves, have super strength, and start glowing red. Able to like karate chop a rock in half or a tree or pull it out. Or to use some
Mhm.
sort of, palm techniques or other physical moves.
I
It's really rather simple to find.
So it's basically more direct physical mana in a sense. It's within the body. It's generated by focusing
It's
into the
generated,
physical.
well, it's generated mainly through, how can I put this? Pushing your body to its physical limits, martial training, focusing, centering oneself. It's really like a monk would.
Okay.
It's rather difficult. I'm no martial artist, so I'm not entirely sure how they pull it off, but I only know the mere main small concepts of it. That's why I can amplify myself using magic, increase my stamina, a little bit of physical power, and agility, and that's really it. But
Alright.
generally it's more of a stepping stone of all of it, really. But they can do it like, oh my goodness, like beyond what you could ever think possible.
Hmm.
It's
It'll be
all right.
interesting to see, but hopefully you'd never have to fight someone that could do that.
Oh,
I guess defend against someone who could do that.
if you fight someone who can do that, you got to be on your guard because even I'm afraid of that shit. I can tell you what they can do, but you'll probably freak out. So I don't. It's more of a lot of physical stuff, like fast punches and pressure points, and
Like in the movies?
yeah,
See,
like in the
kung fu
movies.
movies,
Yes,
kind of?
like that.
Ah, okay.
I've only seen one though. Not too bad.
Well
Jackie
then,
Chan.
from what classic. If I would say if you want to see some really good style movie, maybe try a Bruce Lee. He's like the grandfather of kung fu movies, as far as I understand it. Uh,
Maybe
that
later.
type of
Yes.
physical. Well, not right now, of course. But then, from everything you've said so far, it's making me wonder what exactly do I follow? What my abilities fall under?
I don't know.
Certainly not psionic,
Of course not. I
and
would be able to
I'm
tell. It's really simple. Yeah.
and technically speaking, these are esoteric abilities that I've been repeating, and I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be from. Well, they're based on an angel, so I guess you'd consider it divine, but
No,
I don't have a patron
as I
to.
said, you can't confuse someone who's born with abilities as arcane or divine. So if you're born with these abilities, then they just don't fall
I
under those
wasn't born.
categories. I mean, you know what I mean. What you are now, like that, what you can do right now, and you don't actively cast. Like, do you know how to cast spells? Like in terms of like,
Uh,
let me see a stereotypical one. Shoot lightning. Like,
no.
so
My
yeah.
all I know is that my element is element. Is that the right term? Um, what is the term for a person's center ability?
You mean
The
like,
main thing that they revolve. Well, I mean, Askea's main power that he's been training up has been fire, and he's been learning wind.
oh
But
yeah, your
it's considered
affinity
he can do fire.
with the different types of.
Affinity, that's it. Right. Affinity. Um. Oh, I found out mine was wind.
Oh yes, wind. I can teach you about
Although
wind.
the best I can do is I can make like an orb of it in my hand, and if I focus hard enough, I'm able to focus hard enough. I'm able to do like small streams of, or I guess bursts from my hand and my feet. It's for when I go gliding, because I can't really fly. I actually glide with these wings because they're too tiny for
Uh,
actual flight. I can
yeah.
glide on air currents, and I figured out how to do bursts of like concentrate the wind around me and do like a burst to like angle about. But other than that, not really.
Oh yes, air
The,
magic. To me,
last time I tried to do something different, I knocked Angelo into a tree.
interesting.
Uh, it was an accident.
Excellent. Excellent power.
Uh,
To me, as a shaman, I specialize in elements. Air is one in the four fundamental elements. Air, fire, earth, and water, of course. Air is the origin of everything that is considered gaseous. represents change, flexibility, freedom. Kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah. But I know it can also be destructive.
It can be.
I mean, if it wasn't, there wouldn't be tornadoes. Not like I want to make one though, but
I
just saying.
mean, you can if you want, I guess, if you want to go that far.
I don't see the need why I'd ever have to make a tornado, unless I would need a distraction to get away from somebody, I guess.
I mean, you can suck someone in it, kind of like carrying them off. Or do that to a house.
Behold, angels.
I mean, I know
power
you're.
to make you dizzy.
I mean, you're probably thinking of like a really big tornado, but you can just do one like a person size.
Well, any size, really. I mean, Angelo showed me at one point he could make a tiny tornado in his hand with all elements in it. It was interesting to see, but it was pretty crazy.
You just see me make like a small tornado.
Oh.
I wouldn't suggest adding elements to a current one, or you'll probably cause a fire tornado.
No, he made
That's
one
a
with
bit advanced.
fire. I think it was a tornado with electricity, water, and dirt. So.
I'm going to talk to them about that.
A muddy electric tornado.
So anyways,
that's besides the point. That's
yeah,
not why we're here.
air magic is one of the
Yeah.
hardest to control, actually, considering it's shapeless and formless. So you got your work cut out for you, actually. Don't be despaired. It's just generally harder than most. I'm not sure how you do that exactly. Do you feel that you're just producing air and just kind of like shooting it out, or can you like shape it or kind of will it where you want?
Well, I guess when I make a wind orb, I exhale and collect the wind in my hand. But when I'm gliding, it's like I guess I gather the air around and to push it. I don't really know a better way to describe it. It's like I can feel it's almost somewhat solid, and I push myself with it, like push the
I see.
air.
Simply trying to guess if you're controlling the wind or you're simply moving it. Because I can control wind. I connect with the air spirits. You see me shape a small tornado on the ground and it just blows across the ground and into the lake and across the other side.
Oh, does it go towards them?
Like,
does it splash them?
No, it dissipates as soon as it leaves the water.
Oh, darn. Wait. Okay. I can't see Coach has me.
Pretty sure Coach was still up there, right? Was he
so.
not in
I
here?
can't tell this distance.
I
No,
mean,
he's here.
yeah, he's here. Never mind. Yeah.
That's okay. They're probably AFK.
Anyways, as I was stating, connecting with the air spirits allow me to control air. A lot of people don't know that, and I hope you would keep this a secret, of me actually being able to control it instead of just pushing it around, or just blasting regular wind out like the average person can. Just like an average looking wind blast.
Well, I've never met a wind spirit before. At least I don't think I have.
Oh, they're always all around. They're really fast, kind of like they can never stay still. See, look up at that tree. You just see a wind blade come out and cut one of the leaves off.
Oh.
That's the thing. Controlling wind or simply pushing it around. If you're strong enough and have enough focus, you can turn it into a cutting blade. Or just have a small breeze like I did. It's about control. Remember that.
The only thing I've been able to do, like I said before, when I tried to do something a little different, was ended up sending Angelo back flying into a tree. I tried to make my wind orb, but also add my mana to it. I tried doing it when I was younger because I thought it would look nice, and I didn't really understand it. And I tried doing it. I told Angelo about it. He wanted me to show him. He was a bit pushy, to be honest, but I managed it. He helped me focus, but then I got so excited, I lost control of it. It literally bounced around, and then hit him and.
Yeah, it's wind. Wind is wind does. Wind is very, very jumpy. Never wants to stay still and wants to go as the wind goes.
Yeah, but we figured it was because I added extra mana to it, and my excitement over it caused me to lose control. Because it was the first that actually succeeded. Seems like my mana is connected to my energy, or my not my energy, my emotions. I think. Not too sure about it, but it seems applicable.
Well, possibly. More than likely. Well, I suggest how am I going to teach you how I learn? The way I learn wind magic isn't going to be the same as you, because it's not like you can see the spirits and start dancing with them and ask how they do magic. So, I would.
Well, I mean, I outright cannot see spirits directly. Well, I mean, I can, of course, there's Kotsu, but he shows himself regardless, and as well as Angela.
They show themselves
I
sometimes,
do,
and
I do
sometimes
have,
they don't.
but I do have aura sight. If I focus, I'm able to see. I guess technically it's the mana of a being. Sometimes I can see spirits with it, but if I hold it too long, it starts to hurt. So I don't do it that often. Also, sometimes things I see, I really don't want to see. I don't expect them to be there.
Auras? Is this different than just sensing magic in general? I have heard of this. Because people describe, like, sometimes seeing magic as an aura. It's more of an older term. Or even somebody's soul, they see it as an aura. Very strange. I wonder if it's what I think it is. Well, go on. I just don't understand this aura thing.
Well, I call it aura sight because I don't really know what else to call it, but
Oh.
More or not, when I've used it to look at somebody, what I would see is it would be like an outline of their person, but it would be in the color of, I guess, their spirit or their mana, depending on who or what they are. But in the center, it would show like an image that would represent themselves. Like, not completely defined, but an somewhat obvious representation, I guess.
You mean if they're evil or good or something like that?
Yeah, but it would be more like a reflection of how to put it? Like, okay, if I were to use it on you, what do you think the image of your aura would appear to be if it was the shape of a something in particular?
It depends. I have a lot of protections.
Well, this wouldn't be anything invasive. It wouldn't be trying to hurt you. It'd just be to.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I don't use it on anyone unless one, they give me permission, or two, I'm not
I have two
generally
things
without
that block
permission.
people's special sites. I have what they call Soul VPN. I have another person's soul I have on me to protect people from reading my soul. And the second thing is that robes I wear protects me from being seen as anything less than good.
I I did not. I didn't know that could be a thing. Like I said, I don't really use it unless I have permission from somebody if they're curious. Or generally, the only other time I've ever used it is when I felt something wasn't right about a person, and I would use it to gauge them, I guess. I haven't done that in a very long time.
That's fine, Asmars. You're usually really, really perceptive, and you are no exception. Very nice. More so than I can imagine. Alright, let's shift. Do your transformation thingy. So I want to check something out.
Uh, okay.
Alright, I'll turn around. Sorry.
Remember, I'm not literally changing clothes. It is focusing my.
Oh, okay.
He would
Sorry.
see that. He would see that her eyes would glow. Like she would close her eyes for a minute, concentrate. She'd open eyes. They'd be glowing, and her body would start to glow with that aurora energy. And come on, load quicker, damn it. There we go. It would change, and it would eventually just swirl around her to where it would disperse, and she would be in her armor. I haven't been in this in a while.
So, how does it feel? Does it hurt, or is it fine, or is it like tingly?
But it doesn't hurt. Maybe because of where we are, but it feels alright. It feels comfortable, yes. Natural.
That's good. I've never seen anything like this. Some sort of battle garb. But maybe it's more than that. More like a physical representation of you're very well in magic. It's kind of armored. Does it
Not
do?
really sure, to be honest.
Does it do anything other than, I'm guessing, protect you physically? Any sort of magical protection?
I honestly don't know. I don't normally change into it, so. I mean, it protects me, sure enough, but if there's anything more to it, I've never explored it.
Well, I highly suggest you do, just in case. You don't want to be in a
Okay.
situation where you have a possible weakness that you didn't know about. I mean, I can give you an example. Give me a moment for me to change into the ice armor. It's easier if I use water. You just see him start to glow a bluish hue, and ice starts to slowly form over him, starting to crystallize and form into pieces of chest, arms, shoulders, legs. I mean, there are some legs, feet, and wings. Spirit ice magic, crystal ice armor. Oh boy, it's been a while myself.
Oh wow,
It's not bad.
those wings are new.
Oh yeah, they are. I don't know why. So hey, hey,
Oh,
Kotsu,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
you're
Just want to
fine.
let you know I was going to head back to the apartment.
oh, okay. Are you taking Iskaya with you, or?
Um, I don't know. I can if he wants to.
Probably ask. He might be getting tired by now. Even though it
Okay.
looks like it's daytime here, it is still night back home.
Yeah, I'll run it by him then.
Okay, are you gonna use one of your scrolls? Or
Yeah.
okay.
Go off planet.
Oh
What
wait,
the
I
hell?
can't.
I was like, might want to open up a rift.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'd have to make you a portal.
Yeah, I forgot there's no doors here, so I would actually need help on that.
No problem. Oh, is he running up the hill? Kutsu, he should be going up there.
Yeah.
I went up there. There wasn't anything too bad.
Should
But I can
we?
go get him if you want.
Should we go up there?
Well, I don't want him. Probably, I don't want him to fall off the cliff if he got too excited or running around. I mean, you might like it up there too. I don't know. It is a pretty nice view.
Let's see what we got. Oh.
You stay right there, mister. We're coming up.
Oh, so even though I got wings, doesn't mean I can fly. I don't know what's going on with it.
Well, it's the same as me. I can't fly either.
I
I
mean,
glide.
I can't even glide.
Well,
I don't
you're
know
made
what
of
these
solid
are.
ice.
They're not actually solid.
They look solid.
You would actually pass right through them if you tried.
I was just ready to head back to the apartment, and they
It's like
wanted me to
special
see
ice
if they
vapor.
came back with me or not.
Well, unless there's some. Well, like you said to me, check out my outfit. I
I
guess
got
you have
this
to do
like
that to yours as well.
I got it like 3 days ago, so like
Skay, why'd you run all the way up here? It can be dangerous. You might have fallen off the edge. You have to be careful. Don't want you getting
I'm good at
hurt.
rock climbing.
Even so, I don't want you to get hurt.
And
You
why
know
did you
that.
become a knight?
This is my fighting form, Iskaya. Well, I prefer it more like a defensive form.
well, I wouldn't
This is what happens when I.
classify that as such.
Well, that's how I like to classify it.
I mean, it's more
Yeah.
like it would be more. How do I say this? I think it's greater than that. Probably something more.
Well, that's up for debate, but at the moment, that's how I like to see it is when I feel I need to protect someone, my mana just transforms into this outfit and go from there. Surprised, I thought you'd seen it before.
No.
Oh, that's alright. But, yeah, this is essentially what happens.
It's pretty cool.
Totally a knight. Yes.
Well, besides that, Kotsu said, well, I think you already said it, didn't you? He's gonna head back, and we're wondering if you wanted to head back too. It is getting late. What do you think?
You probably don't have reception.
He's just looking at the time. Yeah, it's that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should probably head back with Kotsu then.
Bye, Canada.
Well, I have to make you a portal first. I'm other than Angela, I'm the only other person that can come here. So, better probably do it in the grass. It'd be. These rocks are always uneven. Okay. And concentrate and return portal back home. Okay.
Hope the rest of your training goes well.
Yes.
Thank you, Kotsu. Okay, you get right to bed now.
Alright. He just goes with the portal.
Okay, good night, guys. Wait, Kotsu, I thought you were actually going to. Okay, RP pause. I thought you were actually going to bed.
No, I just wanted to pull the character out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, where'd you go?
Dead.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Might as well like RP pause for me because I have to use the restroom real quick.
Actually, yeah, I could do that too myself. Also, I need my eye drops again. Oh, RP pause. BRB.
form. Seems like... Hopefully my tracking gets better. Oh, God. What else is on the training regimen? I'll leave that up. Let's see. Oopsies. 4. Okay, we already did that. We did that. Next, let's do shields, and the tracking sucks. Oh boy, it's been a while. She's going number 2. What's going on here? She lives. Sort of.
Okay. Okay, so I'll let you know, Kata. And I don't see Kotsu, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he did leave.
Yep, he's
Oh,
gone.
okay. Did he say why or
Uh,
crash?
no, he didn't say why.
Oh, he went to a friends of guest rest and sleep. Okie doke. Whatever. But I just want to say that my eyes are starting to get a bit worse. I put in more drops. But honestly, I think maybe half an hour to an hour more, but then I got to hop off.
Alright, I was
I
thinking
don't know
less.
about your plans.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost
Oh,
done.
hey, that's even better, honestly. I didn't want to cut into your plans because I didn't know exactly what you had set up, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. But
It's
if you
almost
need
done.
less, that works for me. That works. Okay, that works for me too.
Oh, tracking.
Because I don't want to keep you up later anyway. So I know you need your rest too.
No, I'm fine. I don't need sleep.
Yes, everyone needs sleep.
I had a bunch of sleep today, so I'm fine.
Okay.
So
We can head
anyways,
back down. Or
we can start here. Because we were up here.
okay. Yeah, but oh yeah, we ran up here to get us. Okay. Yeah, it is our people. Okay. So yeah, and they went home, and you changed. Okay. So
Hopefully
just
my
start off whenever.
tracking works right.
What? Oh.
It's a giant ice shield. That didn't happen. Actually, no. It should be more in the front. So yeah, next will be shield
I still
training.
want to get different swords.
Yeah,
Still want to get different swords.
might want to talk to your model maker as well to get an actual shield.
He doesn't know how to do stuff like that, unfortunately.
It's as simple
Oh,
as
well,
putting a
actually,
sphere.
I don't know if he.
It's literally as simple as putting a sphere and throwing a shader on it, and then normal animation like your swords, and then it just projects. Or you could just put like a normal color on it and make it transparent. It could be that simple.
Well, the way I have it at the moment is that she can, because of her power increase,
Yeah.
is that she can. It's easier. It's a bit easier for her to make shields now, and they're a tiny bit denser. And also now they have a symbol on it that looks like her wing design.
That's pretty intense. So, like, it's more like in character sort of thing. So, like, if you have an actual physical
Yeah.
shield on it and someone's shooting at you or hitting you, they would know, hey, shield. Because combat is a bit spontaneous and it's not really
Yeah.
it's not really like what's the word, turn based as much as you think nowadays. A lot of people are shying away from that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you mean like I attack you from the front. I do this. I do that. And now they're just going like, like willy nilly.
Yeah,
Well, that's a little more realistic. I mean, in an actual fight, you don't see people going, I step to the side and punch your face. You don't narrate yourself like you fight.
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, try to have them have an actual like shield, like your energy shield thingy you were describing for like it just one
Yeah,
asset. It would really help.
it would be neat to get. I've seen people nowadays with this cool effect on their shields that they've made, where if a person attacks you with a weapon that has a collider, in their weapon, like it leaves an effect or something, they can put it so it looks like it's actually hitting off the shield,
I can do
like
that.
it rebounds or
But I don't do that because my
yeah.
in character, my shields are supposed to work that people can shoot out of it when they're in it and attack while they're in it. Because if you
Yeah.
have a collider on, then it works both ways. You can't shoot out of it. Also, it's less optimized and you can have
Yeah.
negative effects.
Okay. So,
Anyways, oh no, arm. Come on. I hate that tracker.
oh, right, good point.
I
Wait.
need to
Oh,
actually.
I'm too far over. Okay,
I was like, wait, am I tracking? What's going on with that? Okay. Oh, okay. There should be cards up in like 10 seconds or so. Dang it. Ugh. When you're ready. Well, those two are heading back home. I guess you should just finish up in the meantime.
okay. What do we do now?
Next up is your shields. I'm not sure if I even actually seen them personally. Hmm.
Uh, to be true, I don't know either.
Well,
Uh,
you were mentioning them, so like, yeah, go ahead and show me what you got. Just bring the shield up. I'm
okay.
not gonna do anything. I just want to see it.
Well, no, I understand. Just I could do it in some different ways instead of
Oh,
just one big shield. Yeah, it's like more smaller and concentrated, and then a bit more of a barrier type. I can't really do a dome yet. At least I've not
uh,
tried.
ice barrier.
Oh,
Kind of like
uh,
this.
yeah, I've not been able to do that yet.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm sorry.
no, it's
Ugh.
fine. It's fine. I'm not jealous or anything.
Well, that's pretty
That's
much,
cool.
yeah. Also, I may have lied a little bit. Sorry to cut you off, but I do know what my wings do. It's generally, I don't even know what it generally does. It allows me to cast high level ice magic, but I don't know what,
Oh,
and I haven't used it. Ish. I use kind of like half of it.
mm,
Okay, the way it works is like just three wings right, three wings over there, three wings over there. When I use a high level magic
mm,
ice magic spell, one of them expends. But I've only used like half of one,
uh,
and it kind of freaked me
okay,
out, so I
okay.
stopped. Sorry.
Yeah, I can understand that. No, it's okay. No need to apologize. I mean, you're still learning, right?
Yeah.
But
Anyways, shield
for
time.
my shields, yeah. So when it comes to say like close combat, I guess, if someone like attacks me like full on, the Witcher did try it. He he tried testing what I could do with my shields, and I guess I showed him. He tried throwing a punch at my face, and I was able to put my hand up, and a small shield just enough to block him popped up. So I could do small shields.
Oh, that,
She
yeah.
holds up her hand, focuses, and a small round shield that is semi-transparent energy and a blue hue with her wing symbol on the center of it shows up around in front of her hand, and it's curved. It looks like a rounded shield in a sense, but it's energy. Or concentrated mana would probably be a better way to describe it.
Let me try
Like
that.
this.
You just see like a small little ice shield in a stereotypical like kite shield sort of um, shape,
Okay.
and you just see it just fall apart. That could be useful. I usually go for big stuff, small little block shields. I could use that. I'm not going to steal your thunder. We're both learning, right? Small ice shields.
I kind of had to develop it when I was younger, when people would bully me.
Oh,
That's a
wow, so
better way to put it.
talented. Already doing that when you're so young.
Well, I was a teenager.
Oh.
It's so young. It was just like a reflex. I'm like, no, and all of a sudden, it was there.
That's even
When
more
my voice cracked
impressive.
open.
On reflex? Oh,
I was just terrified. I just tried to get away. It literally just me doing that freaked the people out. The bullies freaked them out.
all right.
And they
Yeah.
ran off thinking I would do something worse, but I
Continue
didn't. I
on
just ran away.
the different shields and stuff.
So yeah, I can do small shields, but just with my hands. Um, if someone comes, if someone, I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've again used it. I'm not sure if I can enact it on my body randomly. If attacked, like if it's an innate thing, I don't think I can. The only other way I've been able to do a shield is when I bring out my swords. And she would reach back, pluck a feather from each wing, which she holds, and they transform into her hands with her mana into her swords.
Ooh.
I had to end up using this method when I was trying to help Nomad in the banana realm. Oh boy.
Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, I see.
Messed up is what it was. But this is what happened. She takes her swords, stabs them into the ground,
Oh.
concentrates, and a shield as her height, but still about the same width. Bows in front of her, so like a wall essentially of concentrated mana. Again, her wing symbol on the front of it, like this. And he'd be able to tell this one is stronger than her hand shield, but only by a small degree.
Hmm. Can
Like this.
I test it? It's rather
Yeah, I've
powerful.
been training, so last time it was tested, it got to about the Witcher. He did about 12 punches, I believe, before it started to crack. But I've been training, so it should be hopefully a bit more durable.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Ice punch.
It takes the hit.
Ooh, not bad. Kind of a stand your ground sort of thing. Alright,
but
you're good.
I hold it too long. Swords are freaking heavy, and they're made out of energy.
What was that? Your swords are heavy to you? That's interesting.
I think it's because my shoulders are still taking time to heal.
Ah, I see.
Plus,
Don't strain
and
yourself. You're fine.
I've been.
So is there a way you can, like, ice swords? Kind of something I made up myself, I think. Huh. Did I always have this? I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. I can't remember.
I know you have a bunch of swords. That's as much as I know.
These are made out of ice.
Yes, I see that. And pardon the pun, but they do look cool.
So can't you do like something like this? He just stabs the swords in the ground, and he just stay planted there. And can't you focus your barrier without having your swords in your hand?
I haven't tried doing that. It feels like I have to hold on to them
Ice
for my
wall.
energy to. Oh. Yeah, I can't do that either. I
All
just feel
right.
like I have to be able to hold on to them to channel my mana through it to focus the shield. I haven't attempted any other way priorly, so
I see.
all
It's
I've
always
been
nice
able
to
to
have a
do
bit
is.
of utility there.
So,
I
do you still
mean,
need me to have my swords out, or?
I see. Just a little bit longer. Sorry. With my
Okay.
swords, generally, it's like they became partially in the wall, and allowed the swords to be as a sort of medium to project the wall. I had a bit of my mana and what I wanted to do already in them, so all I had to do was really focus and the spell would pop up.
Hmm.
So these are
There
very
is
interesting.
hmm. There is
So,
one other thing that I kind of can do with my shield, though I haven't really practiced it. It's a bit new. Doesn't require my swords, though.
oh,
Mm.
okay.
Remember how I said she dispels the swords? Do you remember how I said, or Angelo tried to help me with my mana, but almost ended up killing me?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, he still beats himself up over that.
Jeez.
But are you okay?
Yeah, sometimes the ice magic is a bit hard to control, but continue.
Okay. I know he didn't mean to. He was trying to help me with getting more mana, but it was just I knew it just wasn't ready. And besides the point, after he was able to help regulate me, he wanted me to try out my shield, so I did. But this was before I had the necklace, and only he was there to help, so I still was pretty unexperienced with it. But I had held up my hand, and I focused to make a small shield. But when I did, it was twice the size and shot out of my hand and hit the wall. And it left a crack in it and knocked over some machinery.
Note to
Well,
self.
one part of the machine. I haven't used it like that since. I don't know how I did that.
Same here. First, I've
Other
seen
than,
someone literally shooting out a shield. Interesting.
well, she focuses and makes another small shield. It looked like my round shield, but just one size bigger. And, and again, it's with that when I didn't have the pendant. With it now, I can control it, but I've still not tried to launch it, I guess. To be honest, unless it's just, I really don't know how I did it. It just happened.
Well,
It
yeah, we're
startled
kind of
the,
in.
it
I
startled me so
understand.
much.
I don't know what I'm doing half the time with these ice abilities. I gotta admit, I knew ice armor exists, and the spell is generally very simple, but in terms of actually doing it, it was impossible for me until Angela's connection. So I mean, generally ice armor doesn't just give you, like, allows me to use my ice beam or other sort of things. So this is new. Generally, it's just ice armor on you, and you can just take a couple of hits before it breaks off. So this is new for me. It's very strange, but kind of sad to say. I've been relying on it
You and me
more and
both.
more, and it's kind of pathetic. But oh well, I don't know what to do.
I don't think it's pathetic. It's helping you. But I get what you mean. You don't want to rely on it all the time. Right?
Right.
I understand. You should be able to do things your own without having to use magic or
I mean, not bad,
mounts
but
or...
I just keep going towards the ice armor, and I don't know. I shouldn't rely on
You
it,
feel like it's...
but I just feel like sometimes people expect me to to need to use it and project and protect them with my crystal shield. Sometimes it's really good to have defense, blocking projectiles and bullets, but generally this is not, I don't feel like it's really me, and I just kind of developed the technique because people did need shields, but I don't know. I'm still trying to find my way. Don't worry about it.
You and
Okay,
me both, Ken.
one last thing. Sorry, you're gonna have to hold up your shields again. Ice swords. I mean, hold up your swords again, or the shield. Or do I need to do that? I don't know, just kind of like put your swords like this.
Okay.
Sorry
Repeat
about
the
that.
process.
So generally, do you know how to like dual wield fight?
I told you before, Ken, I prefer not to fight at all.
I'm merely
I prefer
asking a
to
question.
defend. To properly fight, I would say no. I've never taken lessons. I just try to block or push away.
At least you got the general like feel for it. So when you dual wield, it's a lot different than generally with one sword or with a sword and shield.
Mm.
Generally, it's more preferable to have a sword and shield, but to each his own, really. So generally, it's more about parrying your opponent and looking for an opening and then go for a strike. See what I mean?
Mm.
So generally, at least try to go for more of a stance, sort of like one sword out, another sword back, blocking and defending.
Like
More
this?
have your have them more like straight, cut like that. Sorry, and
Mm.
for yeah, like that, but lower.
Okay. Uh,
You can do that because your swords are long,
uh,
and generally the other stance is more like that. I mean, don't attempt
oh,
it. You're fine. It's more like a cone of attack and a cone of defense.
but doesn't that leave your sides open?
No, because you have one sword defending the side, sword defending the other side. You're more like directly. You're talking like that, but
Oh,
if someone comes from the side, you can just block
okay.
there or block here.
Mm. Uh, mm.
Or for more standard one, you can go like this. Have one slightly lower and one slightly higher, pointing towards your opponent. Generally trying to either parry, going for an attack, or parry that side and going for an attack there. Or try to look for an opening, or defend yourself. It's all about blocking and then going for an opening. Generally, what you never want to do is leave yourself open by just having both your swords in a defense move, because you have two. Why use both your swords to block when you could just block with one, attack with the other, block with one, and attack with the other? Generally, you don't want to leave yourself open. You attack with one after the other. Quick strikes. Unless you absolutely have to, don't use both to attack at the same time. Because generally, you're open.
Okay.
It's really good for side chopping as well. But generally, as I said, you just do one, the other. Because you always want to leave one open to stop your opponent from attacking you and stopping your opponent from attacking and defending. You just block, attack, block, attack, or parry, attack, parry, attack. When they keep them off their feet. And generally, it's really good to use two swords in order to defend either someone to the left or the right of you. Because your swords are expendable, you can just... Actually, I'm not sure if you can throw these, actually. You said you need to be connected to them, so probably not.
I've never attempted.
Well, anyways, it'd be kind of difficult to attack because your swords are really long. When I produce my ice blades, I make one longer and the other shorter, so then they get caught up into each other. Or maneuverability. Know what I mean? Just be sure.
Honestly, I feel.
Just be sure never to.
I wish my swords were shorter. It seems too much for me. But I don't know how to change the length. They just became like this.
Yes.
When I didn't initially want to summon them, but they just sort of just randomly happened. I fell down. My feathers accidentally came out. It was a mess. I picked them up, and then they turned into these, and I'm just like, what? And then I just dropped them, and they turned back into feathers.
All right, a small drill. So I'm going to go for an attack, just vertical chop like that, and try to block it or parry it, and then try to attack me back. But don't actually hit me, and I'm not actually going to hit you, and we're not actually going to touch our swords if we can help it. Just like this distance. Your swords are really long, so don't really have to do more than this. We're good. All right, get into a stance, something you feel comfortable with, and that would make sense.
This is my dominant now. Like this?
More farther apart.
Oh.
Because you don't want them to be clashing like this and have them caught up on each other. You won't have any maneuverability.
Okay.
You want to have like a circle of maneuverability. So yeah.
With these things, yeah. Okay.
All right, that's pretty good actually. So slowly.
Parry.
All right.
Like push to the side, and then the other like this. Or
Yes, generally, yes. All right, reset.
okay.
But let me show you. It's more. Okay, there we go. My stance. So when you parry an attack, you block it, parry it to the side. You're supposed to be quick about it, almost like a jab or a quick slice, like wham or stab. Because you want to be really quick about it when you get them out, get their defense out of the way. You go for the opening where it's at.
Yeah, but with the way my arms are right now, I didn't want to,
That's
do the quick movement.
I understand. I'm not saying actually do it quick. I'm explaining it that it's supposed to be very quick. All right, take another stance, like lower, like this.
I literally can't go that low.
That's fine.
Wait, please, space. Let's stop.
That's
I'm
good.
hitting the ground. My shorts.
Okay, you're fine. Yeah. Okay. So I'll try to go in for just straight stab.
See, how can you say to hold it like this, but then that's a huge gap right there. So
There's still a way.
But then, wait, if I do that, then I hit my own sword, don't I?
So generally having a bigger size is kind of a downfall. So okay, reset. I'll show you. That's why generally I like having them kind of farther apart, like that, as I said.
Okay.
Well, let's assume that they are, all right? So, okay, how am I going to do? That's your left side, that's your right side. So an attack, and you try to parry it by moving your left. Oh, get your left sword, kind of like slice down to try to push it out of the way like that. Okay. Exactly. Horizontal chop. Try to think of that. They try to work in succession. Don't have the mentality of it's always need to be double chop together, some sort of weird side chop or vertical chop or side chop. Don't do that unless you really need to. Say, here, I'll give you an example of why I would do that. You just see runes appear on the blue blade, and you just see it covered in like a swirling wind of like a tornado. And the red blade, you see runes appear on it, and you would see it electrified. But coming at you like that, with my empowered blades, it's like quadruple the hit, isn't it? Once again, you're blocking with two swords. You should only do one.
Well, I'm using them both because both your swords are extra powered. I don't think my one would be able to block well enough.
Well, then go like that.
You said not to do that before.
I said don't do this. I said if you have to.
Difference? It's an angle. The difference is an angle.
Here, let me show you. Here, do that. I'm coming in like this with both swords, and you're kind of at an angle right there, right?
Yeah. See that?
Yes.
But
Actually,
that's the
no,
axe, though.
the other
You
way,
said
the other
not to
way.
do. But if I do that, then
It's more of a T. Okay, yeah, there we go. Use your forward one to, when you're blocking it, push it down. That's like parrying it out of the way and moving it. And you can still have your other weapon to come in and chop me off the side.
yes, but you're allowing me to do this. If this was a real fight, I doubt this sword would be strong enough to do that. Bear in mind, remember, these swords are technically not really physical. They don't cause physical damage, they damage the mana of a person.
Yes, but you can still block with them, right? In terms of,
Well, that's why I have the
except having
shields.
offense, instead of having it powerful offensive, you can still, they're still in such a way that you can block other swords, right? Because I don't know. I think that's, you're probably saying no,
Well,
right?
well, that's why I have shields. I mean,
Your shields aren't going to last
I've never
forever.
actually, I've never actually had a proper, I guess, sword fight. Like I said, the first time I summoned these was a total fluke.
I mean, okay,
And the
big
only time
question
I've used
here.
them is to make
Can,
my big shield.
can your swords actually block, say, a regular steel sword?
I don't know.
I was assuming that they did. As a character, can it? I'm pretty sure it can. Because you just said the.
Honestly, it's never happened. It's never happened. I can say again. Oh,
I assume that
I
they were
would
kind of
say
like.
since her mana has, in the beginning, I would say no. But since her mana has increased, I would say they would be able to do that now. But
Okay,
she
because
doesn't know it yet.
I assume that you said they were made of energy, like a lightsaber. So, like, not
No,
actually, not in
no.
terms of actually cutting, but like an energy blade. Let me say that they're like an energy blade. So you said you were made of energy,
Well,
so I assume that they would be
well,
able
her
to
mana,
clash.
not like electricity or something. But in the beginning, I would say no, they would not be able to do that. They would just pass through anything. I mean, except
Okay,
the
then
shield
that's a
type.
different
But
fighting
since
technique.
her yeah, no, wait. But like I just said, since her mana has increased to where her shields are now more solid, when before they weren't as, that strong, I would say now her swords can do that, but she doesn't know it yet because she's not, you know, trained with them. I would say the stronger her mana gets, the denser her weaponry and shielding would get. I'd like to say that at least.
Oh, okay, that would work. Because I assumed that they were just like
Yeah.
energy blades. You said they were like made of her mana, and
Oh,
so.
that's right. She'd have lightsabers. Woohoo!
Oh
She's a
man.
Jedi. God no. Just instant OP.
Okay, so I might want to
Um,
change that up a bit. So, saying that they are physical, so it doesn't know that character yet. So, like, I don't know what to do.
but they've become slightly more solid. So no, it's just like I said. They can, but she doesn't know it yet.
So,
So
I don't know. I'm at a crossroads here. Should we just retcon that or move forward? Because my understanding of your
what do you
swords
mean?
was a bit off.
Again, I haven't really used them.
Let's just say that they're like.
Why don't we just say that he can sense that they are able to do it, but she's unsure.
I mean, yeah, I would be
And
able
you're
to
like,
sense
and
it.
you're
So
like,
yeah. All right,
yeah,
back in
exactly.
character.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Um,
Looks like your swords might possibly be able to handle physical attacks. Seems like they're a lot
really?
different now than I previously noticed.
I mean, they look the same, but I mean, you're better at this stuff than I am.
I only know some basic dual wielding, shaman style, so.
Well, that and I mean magic, of course. You can see it, right? Or at least see changes that I guess I can't.
Yes, of course.
All right.
I guess I don't need to have these on anymore. Just need to turn back to regular ice swords.
Okay.
Well then, I should do more of a test against me. All right. Oh jeez.
Oh.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm standing my ground. Just try to poke me. See what the effect does. My shield is covered in magical ice, so it shouldn't do much.
Okay. Literally just poke, or do I do a stance?
Stance and poke.
Stance and poke. Okay. Um. And then poke, and then obviously it wouldn't do any damage to your shield. You feel a tiny bit of pushback, and maybe the sound of it actually connecting, which she'd be like, like she's just surprised that it actually did.
Huh.
It's touching. I've never done that before. She's generally just shocked. How?
Well then, I'll just put that back. Any more impact, who knows what's going to happen. It's not a regular shield, by the way, so yeah.
I didn't damage it, did I?
Honestly, if a dragon can't damage it, you'll be fine.
I'm just still surprised it connected.
Generally, you're supposed to pass through, huh?
Well, that's... Yeah. I mean, the first time I summoned these... Neil, I don't like to use these too often, but the times I have, they never cut a person physically, but I'd see like the smoke leave their body, and they'd change, and they'd be, I don't know, not aggressive anymore, or more calmer.
Calmer.
I would just see this like darkness leave them, and they either forgot what had happened, or just didn't care, or walked off like nothing happened, and they were happy.
Is it some sort of pacifism?
I have no idea. I don't know a lot of things here, Kata.
Well, that's it for now.
Although, she dispels them.
See the wings fade.
You see, she close her eyes. The swirl would encompass her again, and she would change back to her casual.
Well, my shield is designed to absorb energy, whether it be from fire, electricity, or impact. So it might have something slightly to do with it, but it seems generally you're getting stronger.
Okay. I don't know why, but I find that concerning.
It's fine as long as you stick to meditation and try not to have Angela unlock more of your magic, so yeah.
Don't worry. I've been meditating pretty much every day while training, and there's no talk of me unlocking any more mana.
Ah, jeez. Really impressive, even compared to some I've seen. If you really work at it, and you'll be able to defend those who needs defending.
That's all I really want to do when it comes to these powers.
Well, on that note, before we head out, we're gonna have to tell you about something might have to do with Mr. Solomon later on.
Oh?
He tasked me with something on August 4th. So I myself have to train in order to fight what is called super soldiers. So I'm not sure if you know anything about that.
Not directly. Unless it's something I've missed. I believe Mr. Solomon, he knows that I'm not a combative type, so I
I
don't think
mean,
he
I'm not implying
likes to
that you
tell me
fight.
certain.
I see.
Eh,
It has something to do with a Skea, but I'm not entirely sure what.
Oh,
Something
that.
very strange. Oh, so you do know. Oh shit.
Somewhat. You weren't. Well, I mean, once you mentioned Niskaya, it makes more sense.
Oh, okay. He's put
Do
me
you
on the
know much
team.
about him?
Oh, no. Sorry, I don't really.
Okay.
Whatever it is, I do want to know more about it before I start fighting super soldiers and a giant Oni that shoots lightning, so that's very concerning.
I don't know anything about a giant, but what I do know is that Iskea, for one, is not from the realm where he's in now.
Another one
He's
of
from a
those
different place.
people.
Yeah. From what I understand, he's from a realm where his family was conscripted into working for the military. His father made robots and mechs and weapons and such, I think, and the mom took care of the children. But because the father's kitsune and the mother human, their children were unique. And when Askea was born, apparently they wanted to use him in their experiments and turn him into a super soldier.
So you're telling me I possibly have to fight against these people, this faction or whatever they called it.
I think he said they're called liberators.
Yeah, the Liberators, that's what Mr. Solomon said.
The only other stuff I know is that what Askea said is that his father, before they could do anything more to him, he opened a portal and sent him to where the realm is now, but he couldn't go with him. They killed his mother.
Yeah, from what I've
As she was
known,
escaping.
they're coming. So,
They're coming after Askea. They want to. I think they're trying to either eliminate him so he can't talk about it, or take him back to complete the procedure.
I'm not sure. From what I was told, they're setting up a teleporter and trying to send more troops over here. For what reason, I don't know. And we're supposed to disrupt it. But I fear I'm
The only
probably
thing I can
screwed,
think of is that
because there's no way I can do this.
The only thing I can think of is that, other than what every evil organization ever wants is to take over everything or destroy everything, is that they're probably coming after Askea. Which would make sense why Solomon asked me to take care of him on that day.
I see, that's the day I have to go out and fight a war. It's all coming together.
I would say probably talk to Askea about the Liberators.
I'm not talking to Askea. He needs to not know about this. I'll protect him.
No, I just mean in a general sense. Just ask him about himself.
Oh, that. Oh, because he was like there and stuff. So yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Although, of course, it's still be delicate with how you bring it up to him.
I will. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I do this, then there's a good chance I'll come back, possibly extremely hurt. This operation is very difficult from my understanding. Use a lot of resources, a lot of fine people and myself. I'm personally decided to volunteer to help out to make sure the others going in on this are going to be safe.
And on behalf of Escape, at least, I want to say thank you.
It's what I do. I don't really need that thanks.
A lot of people say that, but sometimes it just needs to be said. Thank you, Kara, for everything.
You're welcome. As I said, I'm not sure about this one. So I'm going to have to apologize ahead of time if we fail. Well, I know damn sure a scale will be fine. That fact, I'm going to make sure happens.
I'll make sure of it too. If need be, I'll bring him here. I'll keep him safe. He doesn't need to be a part of this anymore. No child needs this. It's not fair. I mean, I know life isn't fair, but still.
Yeah.
Well then. Is there anything else I should know?
No. That's it.
Okay.
Just told we're pretty much going to war on this. I'm sorry. War is hell, as they say.
Or never changes.
Someone else said that too.
Yeah. Have you spoken to Angelo about it? He might be able to help. Even though I don't want him involved in any more fighting. If it's for protecting Iskea and other people, it could be able to help make a difference. That would be up to him, of course.
I'm not sure. You should do what was asked of you, of course, to protect the scale, and I'll do what is asked of me. Comes to Angelo, he might be able to help you out on your end, but I'm not sure what he would want to do. This is can't really tell you too much, but it's going to have to be a stealth operation. We go in there, stop the teleporter, and I'm tasked with distracting the super soldier.
Well, alright. If you're saying that Angelo won't be allowed to go, I understand that.
Oh my goodness.
But at least maybe he could help you with, maybe give you a boost to your seal, or give you something extra in case of emergency?
Possibly. Oh, so I was told they have anti-magic grenades, so this may not help.
Well, other than using magic, he does do science, of course. Maybe he can come up with something to counteract that?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'll ask him about that kind of stuff. Huh. So yeah.
And if it can help, I'm pretty sure Solomon wouldn't mind contracting him. For a tech at least, if they're not already.
We don't have that much time. I mean, I don't.
I'll talk to him. See if he'd at least think about it.
We have less than a week, so I don't have time to really get more powers or abilities. I just have to refine what I have now. Possibly
I understand.
get some better armor. I can't rely on my magic, not in this mission, as I'm trying to say. So I'm going to use my specialized gear. So I'm going to go down and get that.
I'll come with you.
I'm trying to look at things from every angle here. I'll still be able to use my magic, I still have my ice, but if I go in my ice armor, it's not very stealthy, and if I get hit by an anti-magic grenade, well, I'm dead in the water.
That's why I'm saying, if not Angel, what about someone in Solomon's team? They have to have something.
Oh, we have a
They have
plan, don't
people
worry.
with magic. Just say they have people like yourself who have
Of
magic
course.
in his ranks.
Of course. I mean,
So they'd have to have something to protect them.
sometime, maybe.
I mean, you would think.
I mean, we have some synthetics and some other specialized people. I'm lost. Okay. um, we have a plan.
And I understand you will not tell me, because the less I know, the better. Kind of situation, I guess.
Oh yeah. Picks up his bags.
I might as well pick up the picnic basket too.
Don't worry. I'm no
probably
pushover, even without my magic.
I never said you were. I just want you to be safe, just like everybody else. I consider you a friend, Kata, and you're a teacher to me in a sense as well. You've been helping me.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. I try.
That's all anybody can do.
Actually, you can go ahead and keep this. Puts the bag on. Hands you the orb. I don't really need this. For
I don't know
payment,
if I should hold it, but
it doesn't do anything unless you like purposely channel magic into it or around yourself. I mean, if you really want, I could just just put it into like a little cloth, like a towel. There we go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You said this was expensive.
You saw how much I paid for it. Come on.
Well, you said. Really? Absolutely sure.
I got it because you wanted it, so it goes to you. If you really are on the fence about it, just make another fine dinner, and that's payment for it. What, you think I was going to give it for free?
That's how it seemed. She opens up the picnic basket and puts it in. No, no, I have no trouble cooking you something up again, Kata. But it sure as damn well has to be before the 4th.
I hope so.
If you can.
Actually, well, I don't know about that other character, but we'll see. So yeah, let's head out.
Let me know. Just let me.
Actually, is Kotsu here? Nope. Never mind. So yeah, let's head out. Should be a clear area over here. Never mind. Carry my bags.
Yeah, I got it. Opens her hand. And summons the portal back to her place.
Yay.
Shall we say they just walk through and...
Yep.